Why do you feel now they're ratting? Do you think it's a difference between ratting and telling, let's go to this. Let's say civilians. Now he's people be civilians now. Now they saying, oh, I'm a civilian now. It's okay for me to tell.
Well, now I don't know if you can just jump back out the game like that once you've been part of it, but I'm gonna say this him. A civilian. I used to tell it all in the bottom. That was my code. If a lady, an old lady sitting on that porch, who go to work, go to church every day, she ain't minding her grandchildren, don't do nothing, and you do something in front of her, she has a right under the code in which she live in as a civilian.
Right.
That if she sees something, she's supposed to report it to the police.
Right.
If she see that she within her rights, you the one wrong for doing it in front of her when you know that she's a civilian.
Okay.
You did it to yourself. Okay. I used to tell my people all the time, don't be selling nothing in front of that lady. Don't be doing nothing in front of this person here, because when they go up there and testify against you, ain't nobody going to do nothing to them. I'm not going to let nobody do nothing to them, because they're a civilian. You did it to yourself.
Okay. I can agree with you. But how you feel about, like I say, guys are now still in the game now, right? They get on platforms. They talk about what they done, how they done it, how they made it out, who done what, and who done this. Most of the guys now most of these guys now that got out of prison, most of these guys now that's podcasting, they're giving you the inside game of the streets. Right or wrong? Before
if they giving you, if the dude been gone 30 years, his insight of the streets is 30 years behind. If the streets is still moving like it was 30 years.
I'm talking about the things that happen in the streets. What they done with the things that happen. Now, you got other people that's still out here now.
Okay. Okay. Well, now that I'm with. That depends on the situation. Now, if you sitting here and you getting up and you talking about a live case, you talking about a live case, you talking about a murder case. You know what I'm saying? You talking about that. You ain't got no business talking about that unless it's somebody, a person have been convicted of it and whatever going on, and he already been prosecuted, been convicted and going on. You can tell the elements of that and going on. But for you to sit there and talk about a live murder, especially to implicate individuals and going on like it, then they could take that testimony right there and try to build a case on the individual. No, you're not supposed to talk about that there.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And anybody do that, I mean, common sense supposed to tell you that.
Right. Yeah, well, most guys now, they do that. They do it in the songs. You have most guys now, man, that, like I said, on the platform. I don't feel if something has been done, it's done. What's the purpose of talking about it? Whether it's old or whether it's new, what's the purpose of you telling if me and you do something, right? I'm taking it to my grave. You think a guy has the right to just, hey man, I'm gonna go up here and talk about this on this platform, man, you know what I'm saying, what we did. Nah, man, that's what me and you done. I'm just saying men are starting to get the ratting part and the talking. Men are talking too much. Men don't have no business talking. So now the rat is getting so cool and okay now. You know, these guys talking to the women, they telling the women what they done. Even if these stuff, when you talking to a woman and talking to all these people, you allowing them to go back and go to the people and say, hey, listen, I know something. They can get that stuff out of trouble. The same people you talking to, or the civilians or people you talking to, you giving them enough ammunition to come back.
I agree with you 100%.
You steady talking.
Ain't nobody, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody got no business talking to no woman that he laying up in the bed with about no crime that went on in the street. My wife didn't even know what I did in the streets. Ain't nobody got no business doing that there. Number two, ain't nobody got no business talking about no case where there's another individual is involved in it. That individual is involved in that case. You don't have the right to sit there, because you can do whatever you want by jeopardizing yourself. When you start jeopardizing another man and going on, if you want to get up there and confess something, or you want to do this here solely you and going on, then so be it. You know, if that's the way you want to live. But when you say something, is when you read my book, read a lot of stuff. When you say something and you don't involve no live individual. And that's my motto. I used to tell dudes a long time ago, dead man can't do no time. And I used to tell my homeboy, we used to go out on missions. I used to tell him, I said, listen, man, if I'm dead, I did everything. I did it all. I'm not going to sit here and want my people to be in jail, talking about the police and these folks here and these folks here ain't going on. The police ain't never dealt fair with me in my life. I ain't never went to with a jury of my peers yet. I ain't seen a jury of my peers yet. So if that let him go and my family have to deal with a little grief by hearing that I did all this here going on, well, you're dealing with the grief of me being dead. Add that on to them there and then move on. Don't let nobody end up being in jail doing time. You got dudes sitting right here, they'll go. I seen the dude was talking about, matter of fact, on the stuff with OG Giggity. A dude hit my podcast and was telling me about OG Giggity going on like that. I swear, man, according to what I done seen, until somebody showed me something different, he gave the bodies to the dead man. There's nobody doing official time based on him. Everybody that he put that on based on what agreement that he had with the folks that he had to slide out under, he put that on them. Now this dude is like, and I see where the dude coming from because I've been locked up with these guys. I see the dude is playing a different side of New Orleans toward OG Giggity. He's shooting at him. Now he trying to build a case and use me as a pawn in here going on. Well, why doing this him? Okay, then you telling me as a soldier, as a man, you would feel better seeing OG Giggity in jail and a dead man and can't do no time. You rather OG, that's some hating stuff. You want to see OG, you want him not to give time to a dead man and sit up in jail and rot. I won't know human being to sit up in jail and rot.
Okay, let me ask you this. So you feel now this what we talking about? Terrence Gangster Willie, or not Terrence Civilian Willie. Okay, so you saying what he done, you feel okay with you feel that the people.
I wouldn't. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't have did it.
I was about to get to that. I was about to get to that question.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't have did it.
Why you wouldn't have done it?
I wouldn't have did it because that's not the way I move. You got a lot of people don't move like I move.
Okay.
A lot of people don't move like you move. I wouldn't have did it because number one, that's all my people ain't going on. I'm entwined with their family.
Okay.
So the hurt and stuff that I think that it will bring their family ain't going on.
Okay.
That would be my reason for it. It wouldn't be because I couldn't do it if I wanted to. You got Negroes snitching on me that went out here. But I would chose not to do it because of the family getting hurt. But I told my people that it was okay for them to do that to me. It was okay to do that to me because my brother was in the street, my mama was dead, and my sister forgive anything that I do. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if they got up and said, hey, well, BammBamm killed 40 people and going on, my sister would have prayed for my soul. My brother was in the game, so he, you know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna be crying about me having no bodies on me. Everybody in my family understand the life that I lived on the street at that particular time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that was only people would have been hurt is if 10 of my people be sitting up in jail, or my homeboys and who I call my family, 10 of them sitting up in jail over something that they could have put on me and be out there on the streets doing something different.
Okay, you say you wouldn't have done it, right?
Most definitely I wouldn't.
Okay, that's fine. This what I want to ask you again, cause we're like, brother, do you feel, what about your association with somebody
I ain't gonna take a dick in the butt, but I got a lot of friends that gay.
So you saying it's okay, or I'm just asking, it's okay to hang out with a rat?
That's what I'm saying to you. I don't think it's okay to hang out with a rat. I don't consider him a rat by giving that to a body. If the day I consider him or anybody like that a rat,
you're not gonna deal with it.
I ain't gonna deal with it. I got to consider. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what their idea of a rat is going on. I'm telling them, I know if a dude ain't doing time behind that or suffering and going on behind his hand going on. See, they been lying. People been lying on folk for years. Now when they get up there and they lie and give a dude a charge, now ain't nobody got no problem.
We gonna get to that.
Ain't no problem. Ain't nobody got no problem when them dudes got on the stand against us and got up there and lied on us and said we did all this stuff. He ain't going on. Ain't nobody said a word to us.
I'm happy you said that. And I want to get to the kind of slide to the big meat part. Do you feel that now these days the consequences is not the same? That's why guys say, shit, fuck it, they ain't gonna do nothing nowhere. Or fuck it, shit, you know, shit, they know what's up with me. Do you feel if the consequences were the same? I'm talking to everybody out there. Do you feel if the consequences were the same as they was? I'm born in 1981. I know some dudes and got to put on them in the 90s.
And a lot of dudes got to put on them, and I agree with you.
Do you feel that anybody will open their mouth if it was the same?
I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be some that open their mouth. It wouldn't be as many opening their mouth because they were snitching back then too.
Okay.
Snitching ain't just gonna Chicken Red used to run around snitching and what's called Clint used to snitch down there in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Kill 3 people and he snitched his way up out of there. Going on, and then nobody messed with him. That door was open. My brother got up there and testified against me. My brother testified against me. This Negro did 11 years in Angola, 3 years in Angola, was the Louisiana Golden Glove boxing champion undefeated for 11 years. And this Negro got him. Why I believe he read on me? Number one, he was doing dope and going on. But that rat thing got split wide open when Sammy the Bull got up there.
Okay.
When Sammy the Bull got up there and got up there and gave them, he didn't give them 11 bodies, them 19 bodies to no dead folks. He gave it to John Gotti. John Gotti died in jail. I was in the cell that he was in, that they actually died in. John Gotti died because of this here. That man sit there, walked out, looked at the folks, and people scared to say anything about it. They were scared to say anything about it going on. And then now the other people is looking, the whole world is looking, if Sammy the Bull, if he can Red and don't nothing happen to him, that open the doors wide open and going on. So now you got these lesser people going on. The man sit there and they look at this man and tell, he got 19 bodies. He put 1 body on John Gotti and they choose to they slam him. The man died. And going on. So that opened that door going on. The thing about it is these things happen. When this stuff happened, all these dudes started ratting and going on, hanging out. Like you said, they wasn't doing that back then. No. They wasn't doing that when I was on the streets. But when I come out, it's all I see. Dudes walking right up, hand in hand, going on like that there. And then they looking at that and they tell you, well, dude is a rat. Okay, well, this dude is a rat and he just come up here and he doing all his hand, going on, and like that going on. You the one still in the game. Why are you letting it happen? It's not my responsibility no more. That's not my responsibility. I gave the game 27 and a half years.
Right.
Ain't no Negro sent me a quarter. All the Negroes I helped Bud out of jail. All the people I did stuff for. Ain't now Negroes send me a quarter. And then I come out here and they still doing the same old stuff and everything like that there. And then you want me to take up your fight with a rat?
Do you think money and pressure causes a person to rat, or you think that's how a person already was?
I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the days, it was certain individuals. When we used to help our children in our community, we used to buy toys and stuff for the children, do stuff for the children, and it was certain individuals that we didn't fool with. We didn't fool with, not because they was a rat. We didn't fool with it because they was They were selfish people. All they care about they self and their money or their car and all this him. So you got a person that loves his money, love his car, love himself. His code is me by all means necessary. He ain't stepping outside of his code when he get up there and rat on somebody because his code is look out for me first.
They kind of sound like what Al posted.
Yeah, okay, but when you see a selfish dude, oh my car, well that Negro gonna want to stay out there with that pretty car. Oh my women, that Negro gonna stay.
I got you.
I ain't never had nothing that I couldn't turn her loose.
I got you. So you feel based on most of the guys, they're do-telling and rat, selfish. They don't want to let anything go.
I definitely agree with that. Because if you're not selfish, you gonna put your people either before you or you gonna put them equal to you. And I'm gonna sit there and say, hey, man, I don't want to do this in 35 years. So why would I give it to somebody else? I don't want him to do 35 years. Man, you know them folk offer me 5 years to testify against in our whole case. They never caught me with I've never been in my life. I've never been caught with a gun. I've never been caught with drugs. But I got the most time out of all our case. I got the most time of all 13 of my co-defendants and everything.
And you couldn't tell him.
The man come to me. I tried to slap my lawyer in the thing. It's on my podcast. My lawyer, I'm sitting back. They kept me back in spray jacket. They come in there. My lawyer come in there. He usually call me or let me know when he coming to visit. He pop up with the DA. He pop up, say you got a lawyer visit. I go in there, when they open the door, it's my lawyer on this side and the DA on this side.
Right.
So I said, well, what's up, man? Oh, DA got a deal for you going on. What's the deal? Let me take 10 years on another case on my own thing and get on out the way. No, he said, well, you can get 5 years, and it may even be turned into possibly probation after the PSI report. He said, you take these 5 years and testify. He had a book sitting up there with what we already know about Golden Dawn. I said, so hold on, man, you want me to lie on these men and give them some time that I don't want.
You don't want.
And the whole time I was talking, I was getting like that. And then when I swung at him, and I slapped my lawyer and swung at him, and they fall down. He fall down on the floor like I done hit him. I don't believe I even hit him. But he fall down on the floor. The police run in there. Police and get me. From that time on, as I said in my podcast, when my lawyer seen me, I had to be in restraints.
Okay.
And so the white guy next to me, Joe Allen Bound, he wrote a book called Post-Conviction Relief, Tools and Secrets of Post-Conviction Relief. He happened to be down there giving some more time back. And he was telling me, man, you got to get rid of that lawyer going on, brother. Get that lawyer. So I sent he helped me write a letter, and I sent it to the judge.
Right.
And we went before the judge. They gave us a hearing on it. And my lawyer told the judge, hey, y'all, didn't I tell y'all that these boys ain't like nobody else? These men here, they going all the way. That's why we asked y'all to give us some money up front, because I said, I know these guys, they gonna stick together and going on. He said, but I want Mr. Richardson to understand that when that DA offered this plea to him, I had to bring the plea to him, or I would have been ineffective. I had to give him a chance to turn it down.
Right.
I knew he was going to turn it down.
Right.
But as my job, as his lawyer, it ain't to represent Dunn. It ain't to represent Goat. It's to represent him. Okay. And he said, and I had to bring that deal to him. You know what I'm saying? And then we went on. So
I got another question. I'm gonna ask this one first, because this is kind of highly is on social media, and I kind of change it because a lot of things I don't like to consult about. But Big Meech. I know Blue the Bench will be kind of talking about. I kind of flick through stuff. I don't know people. I don't even like to listen to nothing about it. Right? Yeah. And because it makes me feel some type of way. I feel that we live a lifestyle, whatever comes to us. Because you got guys that know guys have did stuff and they in jail right now. I know a dude right now in jail for his brother, for something his brother did right now.
You know how much time I done did for other people's crime?
I'm dead. Right now. I know a guy right now. His brother, he in there right now. The only thing he got to do is say something. He won't. Okay. They saying for as Big Meech role of position, they say that he didn't know nothing about it. How you feel about if a woman goes out and tells something to get you out?
Now I spoke on that on my podcast also. I spoke on that on my podcast also. Now, in this situation with Big Meech, Terrence Gangster Williams says that Big Meech don't owe nobody nothing, going on, But I disagree with that. I disagree with it to the fact that he's entitled to, what he's. I think that even if he ain't in the streets, because if you go in the streets, he's supposed to get killed, but that don't happen no more. So that don't happen no more. So we know that's a fairy tale that done passed over. Okay. Now, but if you got dudes who watching you, and they are dudes who been to jail, and they are dudes who like that they're. And as Gangster said, he said, hey, man, you don't owe them nothing to live your life, okay? But my take on it was that if you want these people to watch your movie, you want these people to respect you and going on, give them, tell them what, give them something they can live with, tell the truth, hey, man, or tell them, hey, listen, man, I got through on this first step, act blase, break it down to them where they can understand. And then, and I found out that my girl went to the folks and going on and did this without my consultation. Like they said in the paper, they said there's no paperwork that connects him with actually having told her to do this here, having told her to do all this thing going on. Right. Now, I was in the feds, and they started this here stuff. They started this here stuff back in 90 something when I hit the system. Okay. They had dudes getting on the phone and telling. That's why you had to watch who you talk to. They was telling their brothers, their girlfriends, whoever, to go holler at the folks, and then even go set up folks to end up getting them out and everything like that. So now the question was, did he know that did he know that she gonna do this here? Now, if she did this without his consent going on, but I like I said, if she did this without his consent and he had no way of influencing it or no way of stopping it or whatever going on, then I mean that's a situation where he have to deal with and let people know, hey man, listen, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I didn't have nothing to do with that going on, and he can sit there and say, okay, I had nothing to do with it. But number one. Number two is I'm angry at her about that. That ain't my style of going on. But she my baby mama. She my girl. I still love her. And simple as that. Now that's I give y'all that there going on. She was dead wrong going on. But I love her. I know Negro love women that done shot him. I know Negro love women that done send them to jail. You see what I'm saying? So I know a Negro being in love with somebody going on. But the thing is, that's why I say, how much did he know? If he didn't know, then he need to let. I would. You would say something. I respect. I would say something. I said, listen, man, she was dead wrong. Blah blah blah. Going on, but this my girl, and I love her. I'm gonna stay with her, and then going blase. But I'm gonna get that out in the air.
Okay, for the one that's on, let us know they got any comments about the rat jacket or things being placed on their body if we lie. But let me say this: if somebody do something, just in my opinion. If somebody do something without my consent, it causes me to have a jacket on my back. It causes me to be in a certain position. I don't know what he would do, but certain people that do certain things on their own show me you did it for your own selfish reasons. You did this shit for me.
Well,
let me finish. No. You did it for your selfish reasons. You couldn't wait. If I ain't never saying nothing about doing nothing, you understand what I'm saying? People do. People, women and men, even men did things that women didn't ask them and caused themselves to lose their life. You understand what I'm saying? And cause themselves to. People are selfish, even when a person take their life or do something they children don't want to live. When you can't wait more time for a person that's already solid, you don't take upon yourself and go say shit. You don't have the right to do that. Not only that, it's going to affect my life. And if you before you make that move, you already know these things. You already know how I'm coming. You already know what I represent. If you couldn't wait, you should have left. So, because whatever, this is what I want guys to understand. Whatever it is we do in the streets, it affects other people. So whatever she done will affect him for the rest of life. Not only him, his son. Not only him, everything. It seems like even. Let's just say Blue Da Vinci could be talking about something that's not true or what, et cetera, et cetera. All it does is it adds in more problem. As people, we put jackets on people back. Again, what you're saying, which is not true. Say, man, if don't nobody got no paperwork, if it ain't in black and white, they should be canceled out. It shouldn't be no you able to say this and you able to say that. You understand what I'm saying? You got a lot of time that social media. And then the police is in the system plays on these type of things because these are the people that build these platforms for you to do it.
But not to cut you off, but go back to what you just said.
Okay.
You said the woman, if she did it for selfish reasons, number one. Now my wives, my women, anyone that I ever had, because I'm in my relationship. I'm gonna regulate my situation.
Right.
So mine wouldn't have never done that because they wouldn't have never done nothing that I didn't want them to do. But you got a lot of dudes running out here with women that they love, that do what they want to do. You sit there and just said that these women will go out here, not just women, men too. Right. These people, these women will go out here and do something that affect another man, right? These women will go to a club with half of their butt showing. And when somebody look at them or somebody say something to them, they will go and get that dude and get him killed. Right. So you tell me,
everything.
Okay, so you tell me doing action that'll get a Negro killed is worse than doing action that'll get a Negro out of jail? It's the same thing. It comes from the fruit of the same tree. It's the fact that whoever got a woman like that don't respect his lifestyle. My girls, when I used to go out to the place going on, they have on something. Cause I had 5 wives at one time. Used to hang together. If you probably can remember. When I go out there, that's what you want to wear? Huh? Okay. Now when somebody say something, don't you run up and me telling me nothing. You hear me?
Right.
If you gonna advertise it, so a dude got a right to come in on it.
Right. And you're right what you're saying. It goes back to what I'm saying is this, and this goes off for everybody, as women too. If I'm dealing drugs, and you with me, all this money you done took. And I'm not asking no woman to do no time. I'm just saying. Don't you start getting up there yelling shit. Let me go ahead on it. Shut the fuck up. Let me handle my part first. I'm gonna take my time. You don't need to be, oh my baby, much. No, you wasn't saying that when your ass hot little ass all at the mall buying red bottoms and you see what I'm saying? I'm saying as people, we choose this lifestyle.
But who look at you? You, the women that you mess with, you ingrained that in them. You make sure it's ingrained in them. Who else is doing that? People, half of these youngsters right now, half of the people now, they don't even know that. They don't even know that. They first girl got a fat behind and going on. They with her going on. She want this. She want that. She want this. She want this. Him. She running the whole relationship. I'm not saying a man gonna run the whole relationship. What I'm saying it's got to be a partnership. If he gonna respect her needs and what she want, you gotta respect mine. If I tell you that I don't want you walking around the house with no negligee on when my homeboy's over, you supposed to respect that. I shouldn't even have to tell you that. But knowing the kind of man that I am, knowing that I deserve my respect, you supposed to move respectfully around my people. But if I'm not the type of man who has demanded a required respect from you, how you gonna give it to me after I'm gone? After I done went to jail and going on? I'm not saying that the case with him, but ain't no way out of all the time I ever did, ain't no way, and I'm an ugly dude. Ain't no way no woman had went against what I said, other than, I take that back, other than my wife, who got her another man, and when I got out, divorced her, cut dry. I understand your needs and going on, but that's not what me and you signed up for.
Right, exactly what I'm saying. I feel as people, they're just coming from me because it's plenty of things. I've been in prison twice for. Everybody already know, I don't have to say it. At the end of the day, snitching come in with being disloyal, actually with yourself, not wanting to accept.
I got to stop you on that. Come on. It's not being disloyal with yourself. Is that dude a selfish person? You say himself, that not you. His loyalty is not to you. His loyalty is to himself. That's why he's selfish. That's why he don't.
I'm finished. Yeah. Okay, once we choose a game, that's what we chose. It's just as simple. You see, some people think because they doing what's best for them, they're not. You're not an honorable person. Period. You're not a truthful person, even with yourself. You chose this game. You said, I swear to keep it real. You disloyal to yourself. You're not a truthful person.
Who did they swear to? I mean, I'm
just saying.
But they to have a contract, you have to swear to somebody. If you swear to yourself, then you are in control of that contract. To alter it, tear it up, do whatever you choose with that contract. You didn't go out to the people in the street. The people that I was with, and I come up in the bottom. We you know that because you from there. But the thing is, we didn't have no leaders, no code. I mean, no leaders or no written down everything. It was understood that was passed down to us. And when we started moving with each other, we was accepted to respect that there. And that's respect. But if you a dude, you got dudes right now jumping off the porch. Ain't nobody told them. All they got to do is have enough money right now. A dude can come down here from California or whatever going on. If he got enough dope, he can create him a whole spot. He gonna have a bunch of Zulu boys, a bunch of this and going on, because the dope is gonna feed it. But if that individual came down here and ain't instill no codes, that don't have no codes to go by, don't have nothing but getting you dude money and going on, where they gonna get it from?
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You disloyal to yourself when, like me as a man, it's a lot of things. I'm not gonna jump over here for this and over here for that. Once you know who you are as a man, it's boundaries and things that you just don't cross with. You understand what I'm saying?
But you putting who you is on the world.
No. I'm finna give you what law and order is. I'm just saying, period. It's the same thing. If we do a lot of things to God, and God can right now wipe us out there, it's our choice. Mm-hmm. If God right now, he's the creator of everything and all. And as much as we disrespect, no. Once you're a man and you make a decision, if you keep on jumping and changing your mind, who are you as a man? Who are you? You don't even know who you are.
You're an unstable man.
You're not okay. So that's not. You get what I'm saying? So there's no man can get around what I just asked. If you're an unstable man, oh man, I'm gonna get with this and I'm gonna break this rule if I feel like this. Saying, bro, you're unstable. Who are you?
The thing about it is, if a dude do this him, and you're still mixing with, I'm just giving you. I'm being the devil's advocate.
That's cool. That's fine. I like that.
I'm being the devil's advocate.
Okay.
When you talk about these dudes, like I said, I don't give a shit one way or the other. Like I say, I don't, the rats and them, that's a whole different thing. But I'm telling you to be the devil's advocate in this situation. Okay. We steady talk about, okay, well, I was raised like this, I was raised like this. I've been around serial killers and going on. I've been kind of do. Them dudes' ideology is so different from mine and so different from yours because of the way they was raised. And you can't tell them. Samuel Little, you can't tell them dude that, no. The dude that sit there and tell you, said, well, I was passing by the house in the door. I went and checked the door and the door was open, so she wanted me to kill her. And so I went in there and I killed her. That's what she wanted. That's the ideology he got in his mind. And he said on that, put him in front of all kind of doctors, put him in front of all kind of people. That's the way he see that going on. So if a dude don't see nothing your way going on, if you got to if you ain't with this dude, you and this dude ain't together, then he's not bound by that. Okay. I'm not saying, when I get around you and I'm hanging around you every day, I'm supposed to pick up on how you move. That's right. I'm supposed to either get away from you, or I'm supposed to say, okay, we in this here together. Yeah, that's right. You see what I'm saying? Right. And I'm gonna say this up. and we don't have to be streets. I'm gonna start from how we was, from spiritual to all the way down. God don't like to deal with a double-minded person, dude. You understand what I'm saying? God don't, but everybody don't believe in God. That's right. That's for sure. Right. You're right. Not for sure what people believe. Let's check this out. Do you want to deal with a double-minded woman? I ain't gonna deal with that. Do you think any man or woman wants to deal with a double-minded person? 1 minute they're one way, 1 minute they're another? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. You got people like that. You got people deal with women who done went with everybody in the neighborhood. Okay. You got. But what they do, they want you. They turn around and want you to be loyal to them, right? Right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But don't nobody want that. But you still. But they. You see, you get to my point. You still go, and you still deal with somebody like that or their situation, and you expect to get something out of it. You're not gonna get nothing out of the streets. But how you know the individual ain't dealing with them doing the same thing? If you got a woman and she got two men and you got two women, what's the thing? You're right. You in it for the fun. You're right. You say that again. We all say that. But you got to know why you're in it. Now, my heart, when my heart in the situation, there's guidelines to go by. Right. When I was out there doing what I'm doing out in the streets and going on with different women and going on, wasn't nothing attached to them. When she went home to hold man, or she went going on, I wasn't sitting out there in front of her house and going on. But you got dudes who do that. You got dudes who can't handle that. That don't mean that ain't based on the code, why they can't handle it, they're based on their weakness. But I guarantee you, your code was not to allow certain people to know things they can go back and do and tell, right? My code is not what a lot of people got, because if my code, if people had my code, all the rest who read on me wouldn't have been out here. I got you. So my code don't fit a lot of these people out here. So that's why I had to, when I came out, I had to sit there and pray to God, and I had to sit there and say, you know what? Unless BammBamm leave them say in his mind, forget the rats, I'm not gonna fool with them, I'm gonna get a legitimate thing, I'm gonna run a legitimate business, ain't no rat gonna be able to snitch on me no more. And once so a rat is not a threat to me. Once I made that up in my mind, then I convinced BammBamm that he don't need to kill him. Because if I was walking around angry and had a problem with him, there's no way I could live with myself without doing something. So therefore, that's why I don't get mad. I understand. Before we sum it up, because I want to go. So what would you say? Do you think sometimes people put too much off into the ratting part? Do you feel like, hey, listen, if you're not, let's go to the streets. If you're a street person, what would you recommend? Hey, man, if you're gonna be in the streets,
Do you think it's cold? Do you feel like you should say, hey man, when you in the streets, whatever you doing, do it by yourself or whatever it is. Don't give a person a chance. Whatever it is, what would you say now since this rat thing is at an all-time high? What would you say?
That's what we hold on. That's what we used to do. We used to tell people, hey man, you don't do this, don't do this here. Okay. So if they violated and did that, then we had already told them so we could hold them responsible. Okay. Right now, this code here, when I get out of jail and I'm hearing all about in the papers, people saying it ain't snitching if you get down first. It ain't this and all that. They got all these cute little acronyms for being able to do it, to dress it up, to make it be cool. Right. Don't do 10 when you can give it to a friend. Yeah. All this old shit here. So they make it cool. They make it cool. Even with Ratchet. People sit there and they look at Ratchet and they take it out of context. See, Ratchet City was about, okay, Ratchet women, nigga go get down, he doing his thing, whatever going on. He'll get down and get grimy. But there was the limitations on it. Now they said, Ratchet nigga do anything. Ratchet motherfucker. To make it okay. Yeah, Ratchet. So that makes it socially acceptable. If you receive that name and you receive that contents, then what you on? If I receive a dude say, oh, BammBamm slimy dude, BammBamm slimy dude. Well, when I receive that, then acting slimy ain't uncomfortable for me. I just admit I'm a slimy dude. I receive that. When you receive something that you become. So if I receive that, so when the dude come to me and say, "Hey, Bam, mo slimy," like when I used to be I never looked at it like that, bro. No. So basically, what you're saying is, right now today, the way the picture that we paint for ourselves as being slime balls, grimy, all of this bring all of these things into effect. Then you can mix it together and say, shit, he rat. Yeah. Y'all already know he was slimy, so say, yeah, it's fat. Dude said, man, fuck me. I mean, I don't give a you walk if I'd have walked down in the bottom 30-something years ago and walked by and said, man, I don't give a fuck about none of you Negroes going on. All I care about me. I wouldn't have seen tomorrow. A Negro, every Negro around there would have never did nothing with me. This Negro just said, but you hear it on songs, you hear dude walk around, oh nigga, it's about me. If it ain't about me, I don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? So you saying that, so you receiving that. So that's the selfishness object. You're receiving that if it's all about you. It's about you. It can't be all about you. It's a fixation that's going on because even if you serving, it's about your customers. You want to make sure they have some good stuff so they can come back. So it ain't about you. But it's a thing that gives you a leeway. It gives you leeway so when you do something grimy or whatever, these people, these young kids right now, man, they you got some solid ones. Yeah, you got some solid ones. But you also got ones who never should be in the game. Back in the day, they would never have been allowed to get the game. Anybody can go buy this much gun, buy this here much dope, and he just jump off the porch in the game. It was things, even when I started out, breaking in cars. I used to if I find dope and gun in the car, I come up there on Sprague Street, dude like, what you got? I got this here. You ain't getting nothing else? Well, yeah, I ain't got. You don't know nothing about selling no dope. Give me this here. Right. You don't need no gun. You don't go. They would say, stick to what you know what you're doing until I get to that level. Okay. Then when I got to be 16 and got to move up, dudes pulled me up and said, let me look here. You understand it? This here be, but if you gonna get in this game, listen to what we got to tell you. Blew all them dudes and listen here. If you gonna get in that dope game, I said, no, I don't want the dope game because I had to deal with too many people. So I said, let me get in the robbing game. So when I got in the robbing game, my dude, that rest in peace, Big Sandy. Sandy said, look here, old boy. He said, you small. You serious about doing what you want to start doing? I said, yeah, man, dude walking up there on the corner, throw down on the nigga, he leaving with a whole bunch of money going on. He ain't got to go try to sell nothing. He ain't got to do that. He getting straight to the source. He bypassing selling dope to police. He bypassing having to stand out on the corner all night with it. He going straight to the source. The objective is money. I said, I like that. From here to there. So now he tell me, so well, let me show you. Look at you, Bam. And look at the reality of your situation. Right. He said, you live. You know, I always had a short man come play. I said, yeah, but ain't nobody going. He said, no, but look, I'm telling you. Look at it from the eyes of the people you going to rob. You live. So you come in there with a little gun, a 22. They're going to look at that gun, and they're going to look at how small you is and how small that gun is. And they may increase the chances of them trying you, and you're going to end up have to kill somebody because instead of just getting the money and leave with it, you're gonna end up killing somebody because you didn't go in there properly at the time. So he said, this is what you do. Get you a shotgun. I sawed it off, cleaned the barrel out going on. He said, I get you a 32. So he said, now you go in there, you put that big barrel, let them see that big old barrel. He said, you tell everybody to get down. Even if all of them get down, if one don't want to get down, shoot him in the leg, you know, and keep on with your business. Make him get out. And say, if all of them get down, when you first start robbing, he said, when all of them get down, shoot the last one that got down. Make an example. He came stop me by 2-3 months later. He said, whoa, look, you shot 10 people already. That's enough. They understand you for real. Right. But he gave me the lesson. Right. You know what I'm saying? I went in there prepared. So if anything had to happen to me, I was prepared for it. Ain't no if a dude had shot me, then he done shot me, I'm gonna go call the police. Okay. Because I wasn't prepared for it.
For the people that listen, how much time you did now?
27 and a half.
27 and a half. You never told on nobody.
Never told on nobody.
Let me ask this question. Now, I got a problem with that. I don't care how no woman feel. I feel like a lot of ladies, this is my opinion. Well, ain't no my opinion, their opinion, have a lot to do with a lot of rad things. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, what I feel about it. I pay attention to, like the guy Woody that's on TV that's from Atlanta, Georgia, stuff with Young Thug, right? It seems like all the things that we do wrong, they enhance it. If a woman knows that a man has told it, I don't even feel that she should even be even fucking with him.
Again,
let me just think about it. What I'm saying about that is when we try to keep the community strong of us looking out for one another, for us loving one another, for staying solid, staying real, being true for one another. Because what we do to somebody, what I do to you, what I do to myself is gonna affect you. What I want ladies to understand, and I always got to point to my cause ladies have they strong, they have a lot of strength and a lot of stuff, and I want them to understand that. When you stay true and not to deal with certain type of people that break certain type of laws, when you attend to deal with them, niggas don't care. They feel it's okay. But if you shut the door, if you can't fuck with the streets and then you can't fuck with the women, then you ain't got nothing to fuck with. It's over with for you. But long as you keep increasing and dealing with certain type of guys, and you know you got some guys out here that's solid, you want a solid nigga to fuck with you and be by your side, he go do some time lay down. Come to find out you talking to the nigga that told it.
I'm seeing that all over.
Come on, man, like at the end of none of that, you enhance it. A lot of things that you do, you enhance it, and they just don't care long as they can get the money. You know this person that told on this person. What you think he'll do to your brother? What you think he'll do to your children? What you think he'll do to your mama? What the fuck you think he'll do to you?
See, I mean,
do you even open your eyes and see that you laying down with a low down, dirty snake?
And like the people you talking about.
Come on, man.
The people you talking about, the women you talking about, right? You got girls, you got people out, you got moms. You got moms that come up, they act like moms, they move like moms.
Okay.
You got bar flies or bar hoppers or whatever going on like that there. There are two different characters of women. There are two different characters. The character of woman you with is what you gonna get. Number one, me, I ain't the pussy police. I ain't gonna tell no woman what she can do with her pussy. She can give it to whoever she want to and going on. But what she got, they say you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. Okay. So if she messing with a dude, if you go, one thing about my women, when I was out here then, I sent them all, they went down to American college, any kind of little old school training that they had at that time. I wanted them to learn how. That's why most of all of them, they got my children, they got their own jobs and they going on because they went and got. I wanted to make sure that they got a skill, a trade, so that they will have a choice. If you, when I'm gone, you ain't got to go get no another dope man because you ain't got no skill. I done gave you everything that you need. I done helped you got everything that you need to be able to take care of yourself. So if you go choose to get another dope man, it's because you wanted to. Okay. But I had to give you that. I had to put you in a situation where you would actually have a choice to make. Most of these young girls out here going on, they living from one dope boy to the next dope boy. When he go to jail, they grab his friend, and going on. That's what they living off dope money and dope boys. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the way you live it.
I'm saying that to say this because I want the ladies to understand. You keep feeling like that you're not in it. You are in it. Once you deal with a person that's in the street and you with them all the time and they doing what they doing, you in it. It don't matter if you ain't took it and passed it and handed it off. You know what? You get to by association.
I mean, I ain't arguing with you.
I want them to know because I want a person to know because you always ask for the honesty and the truth from a man. I want me a man that's gonna be with just me. Ain't no man finna commit to nothing like that. No. Most like I say, I see this. I'm looking at this from the now it's getting worse and worse. Because the ladies now are dealing with these guys. They're doing it. They got these 10 and 9s and 1 in the left. All this shit on these shows. And these people steady saying, hey, you told her, you a rat. But why as a woman, why would you even want to even talk to him? Why would you even want to have a baby about it? You want to care about the money. You're not looking at the danger that you put your children in. You're not looking at the danger you put yourself in. If your mother's still here living, you're not looking at the danger, and you don't care nothing about the family that he done did all this stuff to. You just said, oh well he got money, he a top dog. It doesn't matter. What does your loyalty actually lies in with yourself? Let's go back to yourself. Who are you as a woman to even want the best most things in life where you got to go through the storm and you just can't fuck with people like that?
And that's what our mothers taught us, that elder mothers taught people going on. But you got, and I can't say this for no woman and going on. I'm telling you, I'm not discriminating and going on. I'm not saying all women is like this is going on. But you were saying something about women and who they are. Some women out there, if you ask her for qualities or you ask something about her or something, who are you? What's going on? Who are you? Oh, I got red bottom shoes. I got a Gucci. They are what they got. Their worth is based on, I got them red bottoms. I got the Gucci purse. If I ain't got that Gucci purse, and I'm sure you done heard some of them say this here. Man, if I ain't nobody if I ain't got that Gucci, or I ain't nobody if I ain't got that. They just said they received that. They received that by saying that. You're going on. And now, therefore, when a girl got with a dude, so she get with a dude, and he can get her them things, then she feel like she's somebody. Because they done taught her that your worth is in the things that you got on you, not what's inside of you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Ooh, I like that. Before we end it, man, because this is a good conversation. I don't know if anybody said it or had in the comments. So people said, well, you can read about it. If they said something, they want to ask a question, fine. Oh, well, like I said, people, this just based it on, not like I said, now snitching is at an all-time high. A lot of us think it's fun. It's a fun thing. It's not, man, because a lot of people get hurt. I just believe in this. I had a horrible lifestyle. I had plenty of chances to do. I'm honorable person. I'm loyal to myself. It's just certain boundaries as a man I'm not gonna cross. You understand what I'm saying? When I change, and if you're a guy that's in the streets, and I'm just saying this to you, brother, if you choose the streets, you understand what I'm saying? You have to know when pressure is applied. Is you going to stay true? Is you going to change within yourself? I mean, hey, if you're going to go for God, go in and go for God now. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You can't serve 2 masters. I had to learn that the hard way. Same thing as a woman. If you want to be a woman of caliber, you want to be a woman of morals and standards, once you choose this lifestyle with this man, it's either ride or die. Now, I understand a man not supposed to put everything on the way. I'm not going to put nothing on my woman. But that goes to show you right then and there what type of man you dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? Don't give it no man and start want to tell no another man when you get mad about this dude and what this dude doing. A lot of these women, before I get out there, y'all was one of the first ones ratting. Because at the end of the day, as soon as you get mad, you go tell Cameron what Chris said. And you go tell Chris what John said. The shit started most of the time when they broke open with the women getting mad and telling, but why a lot of dudes ain't calling y'all rats? Because y'all ain't got no cases. I know a lot of women that had told and got people side up. Dude, you say you love, you got niggas dead right now, and you done told it, you done read it. But I know it's a double standard, and that's why you like to listen to it all the time. That's why you choose to fuck with dudes like that, because you selfish in your own way when shit don't go your way. You start getting mad and you start telling it. So it's okay with you to go talk to a rat. I don't like a woman that get mad at me and then want to talk on the phone and tell the nigga about what I did and what I said and how. But we ain't together no more, Trap. We ain't together no more. You ain't got no business saying nothing.
When I was in the street, I had one law. I had many laws, but one of my laws was particularly.
What?
If you ever let a man in a house where you reside that I be with you.
Come on.
That in my house.
Okay.
I got to consider that house contaminated.
Yes, contaminated.
That house here, that dude that looked at every angle of my house. He know how to get in my house. He know how to where to catch me in my house. He know more likely what my gun was in my house.
That's right.
So therefore, when you do that there, I'm walking right out your life. If you come to me telling me about another man, I don't want no parts of you because I know you'll tell another man about me.
Okay.
So I started going with one particular lady, and we didn't last too long. But I started going with her, and I looked at her because if a woman don't care about her child, she can't care about me. I wouldn't fool with her. If you put me before your child, I don't want to deal with you. You going on? Because I know you'll put somebody before my child if I was to have a baby by you. And one woman, she wouldn't let. I found out that she wasn't letting her son go see the father in jail. And I come in and I told her, I said, no, this not gonna happen.
You like me on that.
I said, get that boy his money, let him go there with his folks, and let him go see it. Because if I let you do it to him, I can't cry when y'all do it to me.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's our job as men to say, hey, listen here. If we get it with a girl and she moving like that, and you stay, then you get what you asked for. You see what I'm saying?
I might have you said, don't want to interest up there. Because women are only strong as what we are, how we are. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff that we doing, man, we allow women and we allow kids to feel that these type of things is okay. Not to be an honorable or respectful, a loving person. You understand what I'm saying? You just think you can just go shit anywhere and it's okay.
Well, you don't shit where you live, but
you know what I'm saying?
The thing is with us, when you know better, you do different. You say different. I'm not gonna sit here and tell everybody that I lived a perfect life.
I'm definitely living going on.
But when I decide to make a difference, my mistakes are kept limited, and my actions are kept simple. My action is I'm not finna go out there. I'm not finna I'm not finna get hooked up with this here. I'm not finna be riding with nobody who got 13 guns in the car, even if he just going to the store. I'm not riding with that because what goes along with that is if I'm riding with you and a dude beefing with you and you got 13 guns and the dude shoot at you, what I'm gonna do? I'm forced to pick up that gun and shoot back for my life and for yours also. So I'm being in that car, making that decision to get in that car. Making that decision to get in that car puts me in a situation like that. So therefore, to keep myself out that situation, I don't have no beef with nobody. Nobody have no beef with me. I wish all the men get together. Cause I keep telling them, when you go to that federal penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, it ain't like the state. You go to that federal penitentiary, you start realizing, the first thing you're gonna realize is, I don't care what your blood, crip, Jerry, Green, whatever. All us in Shreveport come together. You have to be together in Shreveport. Then it's gonna be all of us in Louisiana come together. Now, if we can come together under those circumstances, why wait till you get to those circumstances to come together? Why we ain't trying to? Why we can't squash stuff now? Why we ain't trying to squash stuff now? Saving this mama from being grieving, saving you from being in jail. All this shit ain't that heavy, man. Them little pair of shoes or this here. The nigga, dude told me what to do. That's why I kill him. Go to jail, they're gonna tell you what to do a lot. 90% of what you know this for a fact. 90%, you gonna get told what to do.
Every night.
But they'll go to jail. I sit there. I got over 200 being put in restraints over 200 times, bucking with the police, because I couldn't seem to see that if I said could no nigga will tell me nothing out here, I'm gonna come in here and let him motherfucker that cause he done put on a uniform, now he has the authority to. I didn't agree to that. I didn't agree to that. I didn't even agree that my conviction was I'm a convicted felon, and I still don't believe I was fairly convicted. So I tell dudes this all the time too, and I don't care. They can tell you that. Don't let the system. Don't let the police tell you what your description of a man is. Don't let them tell you, because what they tell you go, oh man, hey man, do the right thing, be a man. No, do it. If you're gonna do something, do it for your community. You be the one to go up there and try to squash something. You to be the one to go up there and try to squash something. Don't go tell, well, you know the right thing to do to tell on now, the right thing to do for me to squat that beef before it happened. And then that little child will be still alive. But now you want me to tell on that, but yet still, you don't put no money into these children, into parks, recreation, different stuff, and things for child to do. You can go get your CDL license, you go to jail, but you gotta go to jail to get it. There ain't no free programs out here for that going on. If there is, they very few. And now you'll take this dude and you'll pull him up and say, hey, Crime Stop will give you $10,000 if you tell us who shot that girl up there going on. Well, why didn't y'all take some of that money and put it into these children's lives that maybe they wouldn't even shot that girl? Maybe they wouldn't have been there. My thing is about prevention. You know what I'm saying? It's not for apprehension. It's about I don't wish nobody in jail. You know what I'm saying? Don't wish nobody dead.
Right.
But my thing is, that's what they feed. Just like right now, you got all these try to put together all these organizations to try to help children avoid going to jail. They don't want to do that. They don't put no money in that there. I had a preacher tell me, he said the white folks ain't gonna do it. He said because it don't make no money. It don't make no money putting up trade centers and stuff for people to learn nothing. They make money off locking people up. Louisiana got the largest locked up population. That's number one. Number two, Louisiana based how many penitentiaries it built based on the IQ of children.
Yeah.
Number three, Louisiana. I'm speaking for Louisiana. Where we at? Louisiana penitentiary. If dude got a private penitentiary, a person, a corporation by a private penitentiary, they got a contract with the state of Louisiana that if they don't keep that prison at least 70% full, they can sue them. So what they gonna pick up the people from?
Yeah, we got see. We have to be educated, and I'm gonna go. I want to ask you a question before we get off here. We got to be educated with them, man, because that's a lot of time why we up on so much pressure and doing what we're doing, telling and this. Let me ask you this question: how you feel about you home now? You probably have me or you allowing somebody to get in your car, pistol, drugs, and then you don't know they got it on them, right? They ain't get basic or whatever, you know. And then when the people pull you over, shit, you all right. But now you get out the car, now it's in your car. And the person telling you, I gotta get back to the rat thing. Don't rat, don't say nothing. How you feel about that? How do you feel about a guy getting in your car right now? And then he got this pistol on. Now, why you keep the pistol on you? Why you put that motherfucker in my backseat?
Yeah,
Because we talk, some people get this rat thing mixed up. I want to see how you feel. I want to have to know everybody feel about this shit because you get in my car.
Go
I can right now to this day. Shit, I can't stand there another wood. And if somebody put something in my car, right there, sticking in the thing. Now you had this. I don't get this gun and drugs on you. What is the procedure for that?
I'm gonna tell you what my procedure is. I'm gonna tell you my procedure, right? The first procedure is you can't put the horse before the cart. First procedure is this here. Man, look here. Don't get in my car with no drugs and dope.
Okay.
Don't get in my car with no drugs and dope.
The first procedure.
You saying?
Okay.
If you don't, all right. I'm telling you now. You get in there with some drugs and dope, they're yours. They're yours. I don't give a fat ass if Jesus Christ come down here. They're yours. Because I told you not to get in there with.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm living a different life now.
Okay.
If I want to take chances, I'll take chances myself.
Okay, let me stop. So you saying that now, as people now we know what's going on? Because I did it now. Somebody just tried to get in my car. I told them I don't ride people.
Hell no.
So I don't care how gangster you are, whatever. So what if you don't say nothing? That means that you accept. Well, once you open your door now, you accept everything in. I want people to know that once you don't say nothing to nobody, but even let them in your house, even let them around your children. You let them know, hey, listen, you go to the bathroom, motherfucker. When you come to my house, you don't walk past my children. It's off limit. See, people think they can walk around your house. People think they can get in your car and it's straight. Oh man, it's on me. Man, just drop me out. No, I don't want you to get in the car. So the first and only procedure really should be, you got something on you. And if you got something on you, now if you allow them to come in while they got something on them, everything is on you. And you hear that now?
On you.
Y'all hear this? Before we get off here, what is it that you want to say, man? As far as before we get off here, and for the one that's on, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my boy channel, BammBamm.
BXBZ, BammBamm Raw TV.
All right, and y'all can check me out, man, on Chicken Energy TV. Y'all can check the brand and the apparel out, man. This is what we do, man. We try to get good energy going, man. We try to get people in a sense of direction, man, and sometimes to think about situations before you get in it, man. Rather been around for years when the people told it and then they took the land and all it been around. But the thing about it is, man, you have to structure your life and the people around you the way that you want things to go. What you want to say, man, before you get off here about that type of activity, situation, or people talking about it? What is it that you want to say before?
Well, one thing that I want to talk about, the most important thing is, right, it's too many young dudes out here, they got too much sense. But now, when you're dealing with these situations where you're playing with the law and you're playing with your life with the law, I tell people right now, people say I had this much money, say I had this much money, I born a lot of people out of jail, this and that going on. I sit down and did a count. I'm working at Wendy's now. I did a count. If the almost 28 years I did, if I had a minimum wage job, I count up all the money I would have after 28 years. And I look at the money I had out there. The money that I would have had, I would have made during them 28 years supersede the money that I had in that little 5-year period of time. So is it really about the money?
Y'all hear that now? The man just did all that time. He said if he would have went to work,
I would have made more money.
He would have made more money.
Then that little run they let me have.
Man, we're not telling y'all this to offend you, to preach to you and nothing like that. It just, I done did biz, I done did time, I didn't hurt people, I didn't did all this. But now, man, you have to learn how to reconstruct things. If we can tear it down, we can build it back up. Ladies, like I said, I'm on y'all most of the heart because y'all the ones that produce our children. We plant the seed, you have the child. Before we get off here, man, like, it's number peace, love, and joy. I'm gonna let him end it.
Now, look here, we family and all that. Let me say, millions. I want some of the young men to understand, man. It don't make you no less of a man to decide to squash something opposed to killing somebody or opposed to shooting somebody. You shooting somebody for acceptance. You like, okay, well, I care about what you call them saying going on. I'm in the heat of passion, and somebody make you mad. If you got a real good friend, he gonna try to stop you from doing it. But if you got somebody on the side of you egging you on, there's probably somebody looking at your old lady in that car you driving that he want anyway. Right. So you be careful about the things that you do based on trying to get approval for somebody, because 27 and a half years, only 2 people wrote me, and only 2 people sent me money. All right, before we end there, man, that's what it is, man. Y'all always, man, check your energy, man. Keep your family and everything in prayers. We out. Peace, love, and joy. All right.
And one viewer said to you, what books did you read while you was in prison? Oh, I read everything from Know Thyself. I read The Measure of a Man by Sidney Poitier. I read George Jackson, Soledad Brothers. I read Blood in My Eye. I read I stayed reading the Bible. I wrote the Afrocentric tales, historical tales, Afrocentric tales. I was eclectic. I read the Bible, some of the Quran. I was eclectic. I picked through all the different things. I read a lot of different books. I even read Mein Kampf by Hitler, because even though he did a lot of dirty stuff, some of the method in which he used could be used for positive things. So you got to look past the individual and look at the action and going on in which he used. So I was eclectic in my reading. I can go on. I mean, naturally, one book I don't like, and I like to say this here too, 48 Laws of Power. Man, I like that book, man. 48 Laws of Power teaches people how to be manipulative and how to do this here, but it don't give them the antidote. It don't give them the whole scope. If you sitting there in the Tibetan monks, they'll make them go in this village where lepers at. Stay a year over there. Stay 6 months over there. And then go over here where the rich folks at. Stay a year there. Go over here where the poor folks at. Go over here where the crazy folks at. Go over here right there. And then they'll come in there, they'll say, people tell you, say, it take 8 years to be a Tibetan monk. I'm saying hypothetically, I don't remember. 8 years to be a Tibetan monk. No, it take 8 years to get them experience. When you get there, when you got all them experience in there, they'll come in there, and it's a book you read about 6 months.
take you 6 months to read this book, but they want to make sure that you can empathize with these people. That when you get that learning in you, if you don't have the empathy of knowing about your different people and going on, as Solomon, in the books of Solomon, they show you. People sit there, if you don't have this to go with this knowledge you got, then it ain't nothing but manipulation. You're going to use it for manipulation because you have no foundation. Right. That's why I don't like 48 Laws of Power, because it gives people access to dangerous knowledge without giving them a foundation.
Right. All right. Like again, man, before we end it, man, I want y'all to always, man, try to have more self-control. Not only that, more understanding. You can't do anything angry, man. Once you make a choice in life, man, God like a person that stays true. You know, like a cow or somebody that sell out and run all the time. Because like I say, you can't serve two gods. So whatever you is, just stay true to what you are. Whatever decision you make, man, just ride on all the way out with it, man. We out.